All right, so donks are otherwise known as the fifth generation Impalas and Caprices. Now, in 1976, the GM board of directors, or whatever the hell you call them, decided to sit down and talk about Project 77. Project 77 was the plan to downsize from these big 10 to 11 foot boats to something a lot more small and boxy. Then came the sixth generation Impalas and Caprices. Now, the Impalas, the box Impalas range from 1977 to 1985. But however, the Caprices ranged a little bit longer to 1990 before eventually changing into the well-known bubble Caprices. But that's another story. Now, as far as drivetrain, now these things came with several engine options, of which didn't see over 300 horsepower, I believe. You're only going to find a few V6 versions, a lot of 305 powered vehicles, and a lot of 350 small block Chevy powered vehicles. As far as the transmission, they only came with a 3-speed automatic or 4-speed automatic, no manuals and nothing of that nature. Now, GM even tried to experiment with putting a V12 inside of this big body full-size sedan. The V12 came from the new, at the time, BMW 7 Series. And they literally made GM buy the whole damn car just to use the engine to swap into one of these things. It's a one-of-one Caprice with a V12. It didn't really make that much horsepower, but it did make a good amount of torque. But nobody knows where this damn vehicle is. Nobody knows. No, not who owns it or nothing. It's just, it was created as an experiment and then suddenly it's gone. But let's move on to the next thing. It's multiple things to note before you mod the metric fuck ton out of this vehicle. You need to do some suspension work, because you throw power at it on that stock suspension, the rear end is going to shake like mighty fine booty. You're going to need a QA1 suspension kit and bigger brakes for this big road boat, because you're more than likely going to take this thing down the 8th mile. Now, as far as drivetrain, if you have the 305, please swap that 305 to at least a 350. Now, if you have a 350, bore and stroke it to a 383. Go get a TH400 from somewhere, or a Power Glide, or a TH350, and build either one of them. Now, as far as your rear end, 4 9-inch rear end with 327 gears, or, well, 309, 327, or 373 gears. If you want 410, go for it. It's all up to you, but there are multiple engines you can use. For example, if you find big block swap mounts, you can throw in a 454 of any generation, from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 6. And considering how big this goddamn car is, a 454 does suit it well, but 400 bore and stroke to 427 is good.